Today, we will show you a Bitcoin chart nobody is looking at right now, exactly pointing out when it might be the last chance to buy Bitcoin for cheap. So if you think that sounds interesting, guys, make sure you smash up that like button right now. And that being said, welcome crypto friends and welcome back to MMCrypto. My name is Chris, and as always, we are really pumped to go straight into the content. So first of all, we want to give proper credits to Renato Shirakashi, who was pointing that out. He is doing a lot with on-chain data, so shout out to you. The link is in the description down below. Thank you so much. And right now we want to go into that chart, which is exactly pointing out the timing in the short term when it might be the last chance to outperform the market and to possibly buy Bitcoin for cheap before we are off to the races. And before we do so, we want to make a very important announcement because we have been switching over from BitMEX over to Bybit. The reason for that is, and this takes only a few seconds, the reason for that is that this crazy price spikes to the downside and to the upside leads to system overloads on BitMEX, and it's very expensive to trade over there. Sometimes you cannot do anything. So we were switching over to Bybit. If you want to do that as well and also support the channel, you can basically use our partner link right here on the top of the pinned comments and also in the description. You can see that right there. So you can click it, you can support us, and you will also get $110 of free Bitcoin as margin or to cover fees if you deposit 0.2 Bitcoin. So $110. Good luck and have fun, but trade with caution. That's leverage trading, guys. So let's go straight into it. And here we are talking about, and take a seat, guys, it's really getting really interesting, about the spend output profit ratio. And if you remember, 2 months back, we were talking about the realized cap. Whenever the price was going below the realized cap, we knew that the majority of people are trading in a loss and that we are in a bear market. When we are going above, the majority of people was trading in a profit and we were in a bull market. But it was very hard to outperform the market with that metric in the short term because it was just something like a very, very slow line. What we can do right now with the spend output profit ratio is we can try to outperform the market by reading that chart properly in the short term also. So what that actually does is they are measured through the variation between purchase price and sale price. It's calculated by dividing the realized value of the spend output and the value of creation. So simply the price paid and the price sold. So that's in the short term. So always when we are above 1, as you can see that right here, the sellers are trading in a profit. When we are below 1, the sellers are trading in a loss. So far, so good. What does that mean for us? If we go back in time, 2015, 2016, you know, when the bear market turned into a bull market, we saw that this resistance line, the number of 1, the flat line you can see right here, which divides the selling in the profit and in a loss, when we are going above that line and holding above that line, this resistance line is getting from a bear market into a bull market to a support line. So we can see whenever we were going below, that was a major short-term buying or longing opportunity in the market. So you can see that right here in January, in March, in July, in September, always when we were going below, we had also a temporary bottom in the bull market. And afterwards, we were always off to the races. Right here, right here, right there, and right there. So guys, it's getting better and better as we speak, as the time passes. In the bear market before, in 2014 and 2015, that was resistance. This support was resistance in a bear market. So always, when we were approaching with the spend output profit ratio, the value of 1, where the selling in a profit and loss is on even, like really break even, always when we are approaching that, that was a major shorting or selling opportunity. You can see that right here, we went down. Right here, we went down. Right here, we went down. It's crazy, guys. It's even getting crazier, like as we speak. Right here and right here. That all of that were major selling opportunities. So what does that mean right now in the market? we were happy enough to find the metadata of that chart to find exactly where that is coming from. And right now, what we can do right now, what this article was not able to do, is we can go into the recent bear market. We will start from the bottom of $3,100 and we will chart it up until now. This is basically what we already did right there. So you can see this one is covering the last couple of years and it's like perfect up to the point, but we will concentrate now from the bottom we had right here up until the day today. So you can see right here, this was still acting as resistance and really up to the point, always when we were approaching that, we were going down afterwards. And you can see somewhere here in April, we were going above 1 and holding above 1. So this line of 1, this here, you can see it right there. If you just imagine there's a line going through the value of 1, turned from resistance into support. And what we can see right there, you know, the very famous 1st of April when we broke through the 200-day moving average and everyone thought, or like not everyone at that point of time, but right now everyone knows or is pretty sure about that that was the moment when we went from a bear market into a bull market. Can you remember that day? So that was the first day we were going above 1 and then we were going below again. And going below for such a huge value of like 2% at that point of time was a major buying opportunity. We were going below exactly for 1 day before the 1st April came. And afterwards, we had that huge up spike. And guess what? Here again, we were going below and afterwards we were going higher. Then we were going below 1, especially also here. And afterwards, we were off to the races again. The next and the last time we were going below 1 again, it was actually like not even a month ago. We were going below 1 again, and that was the last buying opportunity at 7,900. And guess what happened afterwards? I mean, you all know it. From 7,900, we went straight to, this one shows 12,600, but we all know it was for just like a few hours, 13,800 or 13,900 even. So what we can do right now is, because we can see even in a bull market, these high values of 1.04 or even higher, they don't hold for all too long. And as we remember the quote from Da Vinci, for example, the market is designed to take the vast or the most amount of money from the most amount of people most of the time. So even in a bull market, the market is designed to take the most amount of money from the most amount of people. And if that's the case, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week, maybe in 2 weeks, maybe in 3 weeks, the market will take the most amount of money from the most amount of people again. And what we will be doing is basically the most amount of our holdings is in a holding portfolio. We are not buying and selling like crazy. But wow, it's really hot right here in Germany, man. The most amount of our trading portfolio is in a holding portfolio, but with that small portion, you can try to outperform the market. What we will do is we will basically take a look at that exact chart and we will wait up until we approach this level of 1 again, or we might go below, because that's usually a huge longing opportunity in a bull market. So we will check that out, and it really seems like it is going right there right now, but we don't know it for 100% certainty. But if it goes, we will, no financial advice, but we will check out the market, and if the setup is correct, that might be a huge longing opportunity and maybe the last chance to get Bitcoin for cheap before we are off to the races. But guys, very important, we cannot tell you right now where this correction might be going. Is it 7,500? Is it 9,000? Is it only 10,500? Who knows? But we know major corrections always occur, and we will wait for that patiently, besides the fact that we have a long-term holding portfolio. So do you think that this is interesting, guys? Let us know in the comment section down below. Smash up the like button and let us know your thoughts about that whole situation, guys. So very important, guys, if you haven't seen it right now so far, we have a leverage trading tutorial for Bybit. So if you are planning to go over from Bybit to BitMEX, from BitMEX to Bybit, and take advantage of the bonus we have with that link we have right here, just click that link and also watch our tutorial. It is basically popping out right here. Check it out and yeah, leave a like to support our channel also. So that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you at the next episode of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, bye bye.